What up, YouTube family? Tim here from the GrayScale podcast, where it's bigger than black and white. On this episode of GrayScale Clips from Season 3, Episode 1 of the GrayScale podcast, we're going to talk a little bit more about this Mr. Potato Head, Mrs. Potato Head, the Potato Head family situation. We're going to talk a little bit about how you can't get mad at me if I don't know what pronoun to call you. I don't know your first name, and I don't know what pronoun to call you, and I call you sir or ma'am. You can't get mad at me for that. If you look like a dude, you a dude, as far as I'm concerned. If you want to be called not a dude, let me know. But don't get mad if I approach you first thing and say sir, because how am I supposed to know? You can't get mad at me for that. We're going to talk a little bit about these stimulus checks that we're supposed to be getting, $1,400 more. Where my money at? And I think that's it. Pretty sure. So, hey, before I run off and before you get into the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell. We want you to get a notification every time we post a video, because we're posting videos all the time now. And we don't want you to miss anything. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost any money. It doesn't cost you really any time, because like your mouse is already there. Anyway, you're like right there, your finger, whatever, just touch it. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell button and like this video. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. God bless. Let's get into it.
I guess I need new contacts. Got a bubble in one.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You got astigmatism?
My thing is, in order to achieve the look of, you don't have to, but like for a man to want to become a woman, like there's something you have to do artificially. Like if you truly want to have the feminine,
right.
Feminine
if you want people
presence,
to think you are a woman,
right? Like you have to take estrogen or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you have to do something artificial to your DNA makeup, to your body. Off. Right? You have to do something
add some things
to your DNA makeup in order to adjust your appearance or reconstruct what is naturally your DNA strand, right, building you to be. Like if you're a man, you have a little bit more capacity to gain strength. Now, being a woman, if you want to be as strong as a man, you can also take steroids to build your muscle mass, and take testosterone. I'm about to say hormone.
Testosterone is a hormone, so you would have been right.
Technically,
you would have been just not using the specific one.
Testosterone in order to build your muscle mass. Correct. As a woman, which will make you have a tighter, stronger, more male physique, so to speak.
And because you still couldn't catch up to a born male that
at the same. Oh, yeah,
you are way out.
Right.
That put in the same amount of work.
Right.
If a woman on testosterone and a man, a natural born male, put in the same amount of work, the male will be stronger than the female. It's just scientific. Like, it's just how it works. Yeah, and gender reveal parties are considered transphobic now.
Yeah.
That was it Demi Lovato that said that, I think?
Transphobic?
Transphobic. It's so stupid, dude. I don't get it. I just don't understand this whole thing. Like,
no,
I'm fine. If you're born a dude and you want to be people to think you're a girl, like that's fine with me. I don't care.
But you can't start shaming.
You can't shame other people, right? You can't shame other people for not wanting to think that way. And also, you can't get mad at me if I say, thank you, sir, or something to that effect.
It's
and
ma'am.
I don't know. Yeah, like the lady in the video. It is ma'am.
Yeah, you just made me think about that video. Yeah. It's ma'am.
It is ma'am. And like, no, I'm not not so sure that it is. But like,
anyway,
yeah, but that's exactly right. Like, if you have all of the characteristics of the sex that you were born, not the gender that you were born, the sex that you were born, and I call you by that pronoun or whatever,
right?
You can't get mad at me for that.
Yeah.
I didn't know you wanted to be called something else.
Right.
You're not wearing a sign that
you
says...
don't have a name tag on.
You don't have a sign that says, I want to be called this.
Right.
So how am I supposed to know?
Right, because Marilyn Manson dressed like makeup. He didn't want to walk around and be called, ma'am,
a girl
that I know of.
No, right.
Like, but he had like a very feminine presence. Like, if you looked at him sometimes,
yeah.
And his demeanor, like...
But he's still a dude.
Right.
Like, he was on Sons of Anarchy.
Some guys are just feminine.
He played a male.
You know what I'm saying? Like, some guys are just feminine, some women are... That doesn't mean they want to be addressed one way or the other.
Right.
So, like, to your point, you don't know.
How do I know?
How to, yeah.
Yeah. So you can't get mad. So anyway, let us know what you guys think about the Mr. Mrs. / not Mr. Mrs. Potato Head situation.
That's crazy.
And if it's like a thing that is even necessary, what's the point? I don't understand all this cancel culture crap.
No, that's a bad one to cancel.
Like, if you don't like Mr. Potato Head and you don't want your kid to play with Mr. Potato Head, just don't buy a fucking Mr. Potato Head. Excuse my language.
Yeah.
But, like, don't buy it.
Man, we bought a lot of Aunt Jemima syrup, too. I'm kind of salty they take Aunt Jemima off the syrup out of it.
You can still get Aunt Jemima. It's just not called Aunt Jemima anymore.
It's crazy.
Which is also ridiculous. Yeah. I agree.
But anyway, that's Mr. Potato Head news is weird.
So wait a minute. You're salty that they took Aunt Jemima off the syrup bottle? Yeah, I mean, but you're black, right?
That's how I recognized it.
You're supposed to be proud that they took Aunt Jemima off the syrup bottle. That was what they told us.
I'll be proud.
They told us that they were doing it for the black people.
Proud of some reparations.
They told us that they were doing it for the black people.
You want to do something symbolic?
Yeah, help me out.
Give me some money.
Yeah, strike me a check. Exactly.
Give me some money.
Speaking of money,
that's as symbolic as it gets.
Are they ever going to send out another stimulus package?
I think so, man. I hope they hurry up. They talking about $1,400 per person, though.
That's
so if you're a family of 4, check it. Family of 4, hello.
Hi, girl.
5,600. So I'm
Ray trying to start buying
I think the cutoff was at 4 kids, though. I think. Or four people.
4 people. That's the max. 5,600 is the max.
I think
so.
It's max, but I think if you have more, they might just knock your payment down.
I'm about to have to find somebody to let me borrow their kids.
I didn't read that far into it.
I only ever get $1,400.
It's tax season. Everybody borrowing kids.
I don't get taxes back anymore.
Man,
mine I try to get mine as close to 0 as possible.
Yeah,
that's how mine.
So you don't owe them nothing.
Yeah, I try to.
Your ass been riding under the radar. You owe us $2,000.
I did get a.
Don't pass.
I did get a. Well, I didn't. The company got a thing in the mail about two weeks ago or so from the Department of the Treasury, and I opened it up and it was like, we think you owe us $50-something, and I was like,
oh no, we need an audit check.
I was like, well, in that case, I'm just gonna go ahead and pay it because I don't need you thinking I owe it. It's $50. I'll just pay it. Man.
I need an audit check. I don't owe y'all nothing.
No, I don't need to be audited. I would much rather pay the $50 than to get audited.
Y'all nothing.
I just don't need that kind of hassle in my life. I got too much printing to do to take the time to get audited.
No, I feel you. But I do think we're going to get another stimulus check here in mid-March, end of March, towards that time. So just one stroke of the pen. You know, the Democrats anxious to give out some money, and I'm anxious to take some.
Trying to get my money back.